What it do, yo? Welcome back to IntuiThyme with your boy. This reading will be for my earth signs, Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns. Once again, happy birthday to all of the Tauruses out there. So we're gonna get into this spread for the next 2 weeks, from 26th of April through the 10th of May. You stepping into this now. Hope y'all been doing well, smelling well, feeling good by yourself and each other. But let's see what Spirit wants to get out for you. What is being made privy of for these next couple of weeks coming in. Let's see. Emotion. We can get into these cards. Let's get it. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright. Alright, let's see. So far, opening with the spread, we got the Knight of Swords in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool upright, the Lovers in reverse, and a Ten of Cups. It popped out sideways, but I turned it upright. And I'm going to tell you in a second. Now, based off of this spread, somebody is feeling stuck. Somebody's definitely restless, having a little burnout. Trying to perfect everything, you know, kind of feeling, this is definitely giving Virgo energy out gate. I'm talking to the earth signs, so you know. But somebody's burnt out in a relationship. It looks like could just have a lot on your plate right now. Could definitely just have a lot of shit that you're dealing with right now in these times. It's definitely understandable. But at the bottom of the deck, we got Judgment. So right now, you're walking pretty much into a new phase. Trying to figure out how to manage your time better, manage your conversations better, be more effective with your communication and things of that nature. Definitely working on that here. It almost seems like you're beating a dead horse in the ways you've been going about your situation lately, whether that be at a job, but more so I'm looking at a relationship here because we have the Lovers in reverse and the Ten of Cups. Now, the reason why I said I pulled it upright, the Lovers being in reverse, with this Fool energy being at the top of the spread in the middle here. You have the idea of being in a possible new beginning, refreshing the idea of the relationship that you're currently in. Almost like you're taking a different approach. It's like you're also looking at self, trying to figure out, how can I improve in this? How can I go about being better in communicating what actually needs to be adjusted, whether on your end or your partner's end? That's what I see here. So there is a bit of disharmony as of right now. There's nothing that I see. Yeah, it's definitely nothing that I see that's coming to an end, but it's like you're just in a rough patch right now. Just kind of like going through the turbulence of the relationship. Kind of like a test and trial, tribulation type of deal here. Could be a bit selfish in a relationship, like, oh, your partner want to go out for a dinner date or go see the game or some of that nature, and you kind of like, normally you roll with it, but now you're just kind of like, I'm a little irritated. Nah, I'm not fucking with that today. That's the type of energy I'm getting with this. But it's definitely, this is a test. I see this is definitely a test here. Of seeing like, you know, definitely I could be speaking to a married couple or somebody just been dating for a long time. But I see that there is some turbulence and there's some reflection ultimately. Going into, you know, getting back to self, getting back to Zen, sitting with yourself a little bit, understanding what needs to be tweaked and how you can go about elevating this relationship to the next level. Now, getting into relationships out gate is always the honeymoon phase. It's always a situation where it's like, I love this person, I'm digging them, I'm feeling them. But in a sense, it's like, have you really gone and tested the waters all the way? Have you seen them at their worst self? You know what I'm saying? Or have they seen you at your worst self? Can you build from there? Is it something that you can get through? The way these cards sitting, fam, it's definitely some shit that can be done. It's definitely y'all pulling through. Whoever I'm talking to, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And at the bottom row here, we got the moon upright, the star upright, the chariot upright, seven of cups in reverse, and the world card upright. And so this is a test that's essentially been passed. Whoever I'm talking to has been sitting with themselves, having doubts, a bit fearful, trying to figure out what's going on. But you're healing. You got the moon and the star here. So that's hope. That's finding the purpose in this connection and revitalizing that connection, getting through that trial, getting through that test. Because with this chariot right next to the star, that's fast movement, that's progress. Definitely. That's determination moving swiftly in the forward direction. Willing to take this journey ahead, willing to just basically compromise, learning to compromise. Not to the point that you're losing yourself. Oh no, not losing yourself. But understanding what it takes to have a balanced relationship, you must have that sense of compromising. Like, okay, well, maybe I can do a little more here. Or, understanding your person, understanding your partner, really connecting with them on a deeper level, accepting them at their lowest point, not taking no bullshit, but just understanding them when they go through things, or if they're not in the best mood, or their flaws for, flaws or things of that nature. And so you may have been having your eyes on other relationships, other people, and things like that. And you like, oh yeah, they look good over there. They doing X, Y, and Z. Probably looking on social media at the what is that? The relationship goes. You know how the couples be posting their little trips or whatever. But it's like, yeah, they showing the ten of cups, which is where y'all at still. But see, the whole peace and harmony thing is one thing, but there's always going to be button heads. Always going to be some type of conflict. The goal is getting through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just actually conquering that shit. You can't let it get to you. You can't be like, oh, well, yeah, I just want to give up because I don't like how they did X, Y, and Z. Well, I mean, you really got to weigh the pros and the cons. When they came into your life, you know what I'm saying? What did they really do? How did they really help elevate you? It got you to the next step in love, got you the next step in that relationship. Y'all feeling each other on definitely a soul level if y'all together. So you got to know the good comes with the bad. You just got to throw the baby out. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You can't. So it's definitely just a testing ground. This is just testing the love and the understanding of you two. And for signs here, since we got the Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, Lovers, could be dealing with the air sign here, specifically a Gemini or an Aquarius. Then the bottom we got the Moon, the Star, which is Aquarius, the Chariot, which is Cancer, Seven of Cups, Scorpio, and then the World card, which is the four fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So ultimately, this is just a test of your faith, a test of your relationship, and I definitely see it going well. But this is just a turbulent time for y'all. It's a testing ground to see where y'all at, you know, and how y'all can improve. It's pretty much a chrysalis stage, you know. Got the best of each other now. It's pretty much the time to see the shadow side of each other and work through it and get through it. And y'all definitely getting through it here. Because you got a shit ton of major arcana here. I'm saying, you got the Fool, the Lovers, even though it's in reverse. The Moon, the Star, the Chariot, the World. So this is a completion of that cycle. Y'all done got past that second phase. That phase that pretty much had y'all questioning where y'all really wanted in that. And I see y'all sticking through it. So that's beautiful. And while I was shuffling the Oracle, the Spirit Animal Oracle message deck, what popped out was the Grizzly Bear. Power. And it says, I'm indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. So that's essentially what's tying y'all together. The test of fate, you know. Going within to not be triggered by the emotion of yourself based off of somebody else. You pretty much trying to figure out, okay, how do I navigate this? Yeah, I may not be in the greatest mood, but I hear this voice. I got this feeling that I should do X, Y, and Z, even though I may not feel like doing it. Just surrender to the moment. That's ultimately what this is saying. To understand, communicate, and get y'all sorts out. To sort each other out and be like, okay, this may trigger me, but that don't mean that I just want to run off and let this just be the end of the relationship just because of this one thing. Like if y'all were dating for a while or whatever the case is, because this is definitely a connection that's been going on for some time here. And if y'all been dating for a while or been married for a while, it's nothing that y'all can conquer with this energy that I'm getting right here. So word of advice to all my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorn placements. If you are in a connection, this is a sign for you definitely to stick with this person. This is just a test. This is the person that you got your everything with. Don't let this one instance set you off and make you say, I want to get rid of this person. I think you should stick it out with this person. Definitely. Because this is your fulfillment. You got the Ten of Cups and the World upright. Closing out the cycle of old habits, bad habits. You know, healing. Evolving. That's ultimately what it boils down to. Evolving. And you got that power with the Grizzly Bear there. I'm telling you, goddamn. That Grizzly Bear. When it comes to these ships, fam, like you just gotta stick through it. You know what I'm saying? Other people might be in your ear saying shit like this, and you just like
blow up the damn ship!
No! No!
you know what I'm saying? You just gotta goddamn you just gotta stick through it. They telling you to blow up the ship, but you just saying, no, fam, you gotta complete this cycle. Cause with that Seven of Cups here, going back to that, even though I pulled Oracle mess, we gonna go back a little bit. You seeing through the illusions, the whole romance, you know, the whole social media relationships. Oh, we in Dubai, we going X, Y, and Z, we going these places, and you see the little clips of them on the ship dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that's cool, but what did they get through? You don't know what's going on behind the scenes and how they got to this point where they on vacation, popping bottles and smiling, and it all could be a fucking joke. That could be a trick, and it could be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's really going on. What contracts they got written out. You just gotta focus on your situation. If it's genuine, it's gonna remain. Even if y'all get into a rough motherfucking argument or some shit like that, and y'all gotta cool off for a few days, it's nothing that y'all ain't gonna bounce back from. This is just a test of fate. This is definitely a test of how much do I really fuck with this person? Am I gonna let this one little instance throw us off course? And so it's y'all belief system, it's y'all, you know, the choices that y'all make with each other. You know, definitely want to keep everything together for the betterment of y'all. But once again, this ain't gonna resonate with everybody. If you know this person is abusive, whether they're a narcissist, they a mental abuser, physical abuser, I mean, dude, like, use your intuition and get out of that shit. Because this very well could be the completion of you getting out of that cycle. You could be like, you know what? This ain't nowhere I want to be. And that world card could be the ending of a relationship. But the way it's set up is definitely saying it's just a rough point in a relationship, a test of faith. And remember, at the bottom of the deck, y'all being judged on it with the judgment card. So will you let this test throw you off course and run away your person? Or are you just gonna stick through it and actually evolve from it? That's what it's about. It's all about evolution. It's all about putting the ego to the side, you know, things of that nature, communicating effectively, trying to use, and not try to use, but use your emotional intelligence to actually hone in on what the person is hurting from. And if you really love them and fuck with them, you ain't gonna run away. You definitely there to stay. This is all I have for y'all, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Hope y'all enjoyed this read. Please like the video because I'm trying to get the algorithm up. Views been low. When I first launched this channel, my views were almost at the hundreds. For whatever reason, it's not been that many people out. So I don't know if people report my video or not, but I definitely appreciate it if y'all were to like the video. Share the video with somebody that you know may need to hear this message. And subscribe to IntuiThyme. But it's been real. Until next time, y'all take care. Love.